What do you get when you cross Mighty Mouse with Bomberman and Jack Black? Well, nothing really. But if you mix their names around a little bit, you get today's episode. Mighty Bomb Jack, released in 1992 on the Nintendo Entertainment System by Tecmo. Now, if Jack is so mighty, why does he need bombs? Let's pop it in and find out. Unlike the aforementioned Bomberman, jumping is the name of the game here. And whoo boy do you jump. The physics in this game are like if the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles from the NES game were jumping, but they inputted the Tony Hawk Pro Skater moon jump code. It's that wild. Jack must challenge the Demon King, Beelzebub. Beelzebub has abducted the merciful King Pomera, his queen, and the fair princess. The mighty brothers fought bravely against Beelzebub and failed. Jack, the youngest of all the brothers, must restore peace and order in the world. He needs your help. So apart from jumping, you will be opening chests and collecting various items. All the while, avoiding the many enemies that this game throws at you, as you try to make your way to the end of the stage. At the end of every stage, you will reach a bonus room. In here, you need to collect all the bombs without getting hit, and then you can exit. Now these bonus rooms are exactly what the original arcade game was, Bomb Jack. Circling back to the treasure chests, some of these contain mighty coins, which, number 1, look like Bowser, and number 2, don't really look like something you should be touching. In fact, I actively avoided these going on my first run. They look like bad news. But no, it turns out they are power-ups, and they can change Jack's colour to give him different abilities. Orange will let Jack open any chest just by walking into it. Blue lets Jack open special orange chests, and green will turn all the enemies on the screen into coins. Now there's an interesting punishment about these coins, and this can occur by getting too greedy and collecting too many of them. If you collect 10 of these coins, you are taken away to a torture room, and the only way to escape is to jump 49 times. Cruel, but unusual for sure. The music is repetitive, it's catchy, but there's not much more to it than that. Visually, it's a very arcadey looking game, but personally, I think a lot of these areas resemble the underground sections in Super Mario Bros. 2. There's something familiar about it. Other than that, it's a bit bland. Now I never played this one growing up, but I actually have 2 copies. I got one many years ago, probably from an eBay lot, and then a few years after that, I was shopping at my local cash converters and I found it sitting there in box complete. And it was at a reasonable price. So, as the Game Chasers would say, I knew I had to have it. This game is a remake of sorts, and the arcade version was simply called Bomb Jack. In fact, the back of the box makes this especially clear. Now, on pricing, this cart goes for about $40, and if you look at it complete, it's around $100. So, that was Mighty Bomb Jack. Getting a handle on the jumping physics alone is pretty much a game in itself. So the levels are short, but they are difficult. And, there is good variety, but not enough, in my opinion. So, with that, this one will be Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle moon jumping into the barrel of shame. Now, in retrospect, there are no bad games, but there are bad game power-up icons. Honestly, does that look like something you should be picking up? See you later.